It's your boy P to the J, PJ here, back on Madden 20, and as promised, I'm about to show you guys the glitchiest, the cheesiest, the nastiest defense and blitz in Madden 20 to date, at least in my opinion. Alright, you guys saw the clips just a second ago. This blitz is no joke. It does work in Weekend League. I showed it in solo battles in my solo battle guide video. Now I'm about to show you guys how to set it up, and it's not just one play, it's not just one blitz. I'm gonna show you a whole entire scheme so you can go out here and actually mix up coverages and confuse your opponent, as well as make him rage quit with your blitz. And that's the great thing about it. You can blitz out of any of the coverages, the same pressure every single time. All right, we are in the New England Patriots playbook. Now the formation is the nickel 3-3-5 odd. Now this is in, I think, 2 or 3 other playbooks. I don't remember off the top of my head which ones. I just know that the Patriots playbook has 3-4 and 4-3. That's why I like it. And I just stumbled across this messing around in one Weekend League game, and I've been using it ever since. It's that good. Now, before we get started in it, I do want to give you a couple of personnel tips on what you want to set up. You want your best pass rusher with the most glitchiest edge threat, all those abilities. You want him on the far end, the far left end spot. I got Tank Lawrence here on the Cowboys. That's perfect, all right? Edge threat elite works perfectly for this. Then you can put safeties in your linebacker spots right here for the linebackers. You can keep linebackers if you want, but you can sub in safeties. As you can see, you can sub in safeties for both linebacker spots. That's what I do personally, just for the better coverage, and they can get enforcer and other run stop abilities for all the MUT guys out there. So that's what I do. And then you want your fastest or best user, if you have somebody also with out my way, that also works. I've tried it with Pat Tillman. It's very good at stopping the run, especially contain and stretch. And we all know that stretch and running the ball is king in this game. Literally, the guy who won the championship in Madden Bowl only ran the ball and had negative passing yards. So it's going to help you against the run if you want to go that route. I don't do that anymore. I use your Deion Sanders as my user, and I put him in the slot corner. And you really want a fast player regardless. You want your fastest player right here, and you're going to be the one using him. All right, so with that out the way, I'm going to show you the plays we're going to set up. We'll just go ahead and put them in our audibles. The first one is cover 2 man. The LB cross is fine. We're going to sub out Tampa 2 for this cover 2 sink at the top. And then we're going to sub out the cover 3, and we're going to put in cover 4 drop, okay? Those are the subs, and then I am going to come out in my favorite play in this formation, which is the cover 6 down at the bottom, okay? Now we will just pick, I don't know, let's do pass plays, and then they can run the ball if they want. I don't really care. Let's just do a random gun play. You're gonna base the line. Then you're going to show blitz, which is Y and left on the left thumbstick. Then you're going to want to shift your D line over to the whatever side your slot corner is. So you see I'm right here moving. This is the guy I'm going to use her. You can either push left on the D-pad and then left again to shift them over like that, or you can just slant them like that. You can push and then they'll slant to the left. So you can push left on the D-pad and then left on the right thumbstick. I, like I said, like to just move them over. So left on the D-pad and then left like that. Then I'm going to put my favorite zone on the field, which is the soft squat. So you're going to double tap Y, and then you're going to push X, and then you're going to put right on the left thumbstick to get that left corner in the soft squat, and then you're going to do the same thing to the right corner. Double tap Y, and then push right on the left thumbstick. You're going to put your safeties into deep paths. You don't have to do both of them, just this top left one. We're going to double tap Y, push left bumper, and then up on the left thumbstick, and it'll give you a cover 2 look. Now there's a 3 receiver hook right here at this linebacker spot, as you can see right here. Leave that. That is an amazing zone coverage. This player will kind of act like another user, which is very, very nice. And if you have a player right here that has a lot of zone coverage, awareness, and play rec, then he plays this zone even better, and he'll go all over the place for you. So it's like having 2 users on the field. But then I will go ahead and take this guy and put him in a deep half, middle third. So you're going to push. You're going to go to him and then push A on the Then you're gonna go to him, and then you're gonna just push A, and then up on the left thumbstick for the middle third. And then that's all you literally have to do. And then just wait for the snap. And what you are gonna do as the user is you're going to either fly in here and get a sack, or if they block you up, which is rare, then you're gonna come out in pass coverage and try to lurk something. All right, let's just see it happen. Now I messed that up a little bit, but you see how the tackle kind of went for me? Then he still couldn't get me, and that's gonna happen all the time. Even if they slide protect, even if they try to ID you, that tackle will come at you, but if you stay wide enough, you will be able to get that glitchy user blitz. It is almost literally unblockable. The only way that they can actually block it is if they ID you or slide protect or put a running back over there and block as well. They have to do two of those three things. ID you, block a running back, or slide protect, or all three. That's the only thing that can get you in the actually get in your way of stopping. So we're gonna set it up a little bit faster here. We're gonna baseline. We're gonna show blitz. Put both of our outside corners in those soft squats, and then put our safeties in deep halves. And then we're gonna put our middle linebacker in a middle third. It is a little bit of steps to set up, but you can do it very quickly before they snap it once you get the hang of it. You just gotta get into the routine of doing it. And then you don't have to do this, but you can again move your D-line over here, because a quick tip just for you guys that don't know, if you have an X Factor right here who has Edge Threat Elite, for whatever reason, it doesn't really activate unless he's far enough away outside. So even if he was in here where he's typically supposed to be, even though he's the edge guy, Edge Threat Elite's not gonna activate. I don't know why they don't say that anywhere, but that's just how it actually works from what I've tested. So you wanna motion them out and make sure they're on the edge, and then he will come flying in with you. But all right, we're just gonna run it again. And then again, against the run, if they run at you, you just gotta stay in your lane and you'll make the play every single time. Now we're gonna set it up really quick. And there it is right there. And you get in the backfield all the time. It's that simple. And it's the exact same for every other coverage. Baseline. If you're on the other side, you're just gonna move your D line to whichever side the corner is on. That's all you have to do. Bam, defense set up. And then you just gotta come all the way around. Now you see he's gonna throw it. Cheeto's right there, your corner is gonna be right there. Soft squats play like man coverage if there's nobody underneath. So because there was no flat route there, that's why he didn't like get suckered in and stay in the hard flats, because that was his responsibility. And then if you don't want to blitz, like you can just come off here, come around the edge, easy instant pressure. Now the problem is I'm in practice mode, so the snap it's not coming in as fast as it normally does, and that's only because the in practice mode when I'm only using one controller like I am, they won't snap the ball unless you're not touching the controller or moving at all. But what I like to do is I like to barely touch down on the thumbstick, and then it gives you a little bit of speed burst. But as you can see right there, we did get torched right there. But hey, that happens sometimes. I mean, I should have been blitzing right there. But what happens is, if I don't move, then they'll snap the ball. So I typically like to lightly touch down on the thumbstick. Not enough for him to jump off sides, but just enough so when they do snap the ball, he'll take off running with an extra little speed boost. And you'll get it when you get some practice in. Now right there, I got blocked up. But if you have good enough linebackers, like you saw Van Der Esch, he went out there and he'll at least get in the way. You know, the run game is really strong this year, so it is annoying sometimes to stop the stretch, but it can work. It will do you justice against the run. And you just come in here. If you're always looking, you're always watching that end, that tackle. If he's looking like he's gonna get you or come at you, just take a little bit wider angle to get out there, and you'll be able to easily make a play. I'm gonna run it again. See, they were doing a little QB draw. It's really gonna stop any type of cheese like that, because you are on the outside contain. All you have to do, make sure you put your coverage with your soft squats like so. Make sure that both of your safeties are in deep halves so you can't get burnt deep. And then if you want to move in a little bit closer, you can. I don't like to, because then sometimes the tackle can actually warp into you, and then you don't get that glitchy block. And you see they're running it again. They're getting 1-2 yards, maybe that. Now, if you really need to stop the run, this is not actually the best play out of this formation to do that in. If somebody's only spamming the run, then you're gonna wanna come here to the LB cross. The only reason I don't like running this is because it's an all-out man coverage with no deep coverage behind you, so you can get burnt. But all you're gonna wanna do, the same setup, you're just gonna base a line, you can shade outside, and then you're gonna make sure that spy, if you don't want your guy over here, you saw he was on a spy, if you don't want that, just make sure he blitzes, and then you're good to go. And then you can just play the same coverage as is. But you see how badly you get burnt in man coverage on a pass. That's why I don't use it, especially if you have somebody terrible like Jeff Heath. But now we are going to go ahead and switch to the cover 2 sink. This is another formation that I like to use a lot, because basically it's the same setup as your cover 6, so you don't have to do as many adjustments because you already have the soft squats. All you have to do in cover 2 is put that middle linebacker in a deep half. That's it. But I like the 3 receiver hook sometimes more, so that's why I use the cover 6, but you don't have to. You can use the cover 2 or the cover 6, it's up to you. I like the cover 6 because it has this glitchy edge blitz animation for your left end or whoever's on the right side of the screen right here, and cover 2 does not, but it still works the same way. You're just gonna baseline, show blitz, and then you've got the exact same setup just in a cover 2 instead of cover 6, and you come in the edge, easy user sack. The only way that they can even mess with it is if they actually ID you or something like that. We're gonna baseline, show blitz, slant or move our D line over, put one of these linebackers in a deep third, and you're good to go. And you just come flying right in there. It's that simple. That's all you have to do, and you keep practicing it, keep getting good at it. You will get used to you will get in the hang of it, and you'll be able to fly in there with ease every single time. Again, don't judge how slow I'm coming. I'm only coming in slow because Jordan Lewis isn't that fast, and on top of that, I have to wait an extra second because I can't hold down the thumbstick or they won't snap the ball, so you guys won't actually see the play. But on this formation, you see how there's all these guys over here on my side? I'm probably not gonna want to blitz right here. I could have, but if you see, you're just gonna have to read that. If you see, yeah, I'm probably not gonna get in there, you're still gonna get pressure from the other side. I guarantee you that. But you might want to just make it look like you're gonna blitz, and then have and then just go out in coverage with him instead, because that can always throw off your opponent. You see everything's boxed up. Other than that, Byron Jones making a sweet little catch right there, intercept that. But that's all you gotta do, and it's the same exact concept for every single coverage. We can go to cover 4 drop. Again, baseline, so Y and right on the left thumbstick. Then you're gonna push Y and left on the left thumbstick to show blitz. You're gonna put Y and LB into deep halves like that. And then for cover 4, I like to keep my corners in their outside quarters. I don't like to change them. And that is because for whatever reason, the corners always stay in like that. You can bait a lot of people into throwing deep streaks because it makes it look like they're gonna easily beat you deep with Tyreek Hills and stuff like that. But if you set up your covers like that, if you put these safeties into deep halves, and then you just take one of these linebackers and put them in a deep third like that, then you won't get beat deep. I promise you. I've done this so many times. They will try it, and they will be throwing into double coverage every single time. And then all you have to do is wait for him to snap the ball, and you can still come in and run. And you see how they actually tried it right there. If that had been in the field, I would have got a pick. So we'll go to cover 4 again. We're gonna base a line. We're gonna show blitz. Then we're going to put our safeties into deep halves, and then you're gonna pick one of your linebackers and put them in a middle third. And then for your D line, if you want, because in cover 4, this is your best blitzer, and he's in coverage, and I don't ever really want that, so I always will shade or slide my D line to one side. It doesn't really matter. So I'll push left on the D-pad, and then right on the left on the right thumbstick, sorry, and that will get them all to slant. And now he's blitzing, and that's what I want, because he's gonna give me the pressure on the other side when they snap the ball if the user tried to run away from me. And even if he throws it, oh, I could have picked that off. Even if he throws it in the flats like that, then the corner is going to come up and play it all the time, and it's not going to really hurt you that you're leaving your responsibility. Now, another thing you can do, if somebody is killing you in that flat because that's your spot and he's tearing you up there, and you're just giving up 5 yards, a thing I like to do is I'll come in and then I'll back out real quick and try to lurk just like that, and get an easy interception and take off all the way to the crib for 6. That's the defense. It is so good, guys. You mix up these coverages. You've got the cover 2 man. I didn't even touch on that, but it's the same concept. You don't even have to really make any adjustments. Instead of showing blitz, you're just gonna press. So you're gonna push Y and down the left thumbstick. Do this if you have really good press corners, and then that's all you have to do. And then if you want to shade outside or inside, you can. If you want to put this guy on a deep third, a middle third, and not cover the running back, you can. Or you can leave him covering the running back and easily spy one of these D linemen in the middle. One of the D tackles you can spy if you're playing somebody who scrambles. And then what I like to do to still be able to blitz and know everybody's covered, whoever's guarding the running back, I will change them to play coverage on my guy. That way I'm free to blitz, and then if I see the running back sneaking out somewhere, then I can go cover him, or I can blitz like that. That's how I set it up. And that's it, guys. Take this, practice it, get used to all the different coverages, all the different ways that you can use these coverages to mess with your opponent's head, make him think he's seeing one thing, but it's another thing. And you can always get guaranteed good pressure from either yourself as the glitchy, cheesy user blitz on the outside, or he's going to run away from you or slide protect to you, and then your other end on the right side is going to be there all the time to get the sack, the cleanup sack. But until the next time, guys, keep grinding, stay shining, peace.